Hi everyone, my name is Victoria Fernandez and welcome to my channel. I live to inspire mental health. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I post weekly videos about mental health and my experience with bipolar disorder. Now in this next video, I do want to say that I am not a doctor. I'm purely talking about my own experiences, what I've gone through, what I've been put on by my doctor, prescribed on by my doctor. But I do want to talk about this topic because so many of you guys have messaged me privately or commented on my videos asking me, what do you take for bipolar disorder? What is a medication that has helped you become the person you've become today? And I think that that's something that I avoided for a long time because I was just afraid of, talking about something so delicate. What did it mean for me to actually share that information with other people? So then, since I got it so much, I kind of started thinking, okay, well, maybe this information could actually help someone talking about it. And so I asked my doctor what he would think, my psychiatrist, of me talking about this, telling them the world what I take for bipolar disorder. And he actually thought it was a great idea, which is why I'm here today making this video to finally tell you guys what it is that I take. Now this video is going to be kind of like a journey of what it's been. I've been on different medications, and again, I do want to say this is all my personal experience. Everyone is different. This is why you should always talk to your doctor about any hesitations, anything that you feel scared about, any medication, or when there's something wrong. You should be with a doctor that's there for you whenever you need them, because this can be very delicate. So if you've watched my videos previously, you know that I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder because I had a reaction to a certain medication, and that medication made me have the symptoms of bipolar disorder or the hypomanic episode. So the first medication that I was given was Prozac, and that's kind of what triggered my symptoms of bipolar disorder, because sometimes antidepressants, instead of helping you with your depression, they make people who have bipolar disorder show their hypomanic or manic symptoms. So that can be pretty scary. So of course, that's what leads them to believe that I have bipolar disorder, because I was having these symptoms due to the antidepressant, in this case Prozac. So of course we didn't really believe the doctor that I have bipolar disorder because of all the stigma that surrounds it. So we went to a different doctor, and he said the same thing. He said, that medication triggered you, you have these symptoms, and that's why I'm diagnosing you with bipolar disorder type 2. So I'm going to give you, now, these medications, I used to take this, I don't take it anymore. So he gave me Seroquel and Lamotrigine, and that's Quetiapine and Lamictal, I believe, like the generic names and stuff like that. There's several names for medications, but those were the two that I was prescribed with, and I was on those for about 4 years. And they did stabilize me. I mean, for a while, with the Seroquel, it was really helping me tone down that depression, kind of feel like more stable, but it wasn't perfect. The Seroquel had a lot of side effects that affected me. Each person is different, so each person might suffer with different side effects, and for me personally with Seroquel, I couldn't sleep. That medication is supposed to help you sleep. A lot of people take it to go to sleep, but for me, it did the opposite. I was up at 3 in the morning, ideas here, ideas there. I couldn't sleep. I was stressed. I was having panic attacks. It helped me get better, but I wasn't, where I was supposed to be with that medication. Now, in that moment, since all I had ever known was feeling terrible, through my teenage years, I was like, okay, this medication helps me feel better. But I started taking Seroquel. I had that first side effect that I've told you all about in some of my videos. My tongue was swollen, and I was freaking out. Thank God that left. And I just, kept taking it for a long time until my doctor, he was like, okay, well, we could try something new. And I was like, I think it's time, because we both discussed that I've been pretty stable and that I wanted to have something that was better, because clearly the Seroquel was not helping me with my OCD. I was so bad. Even if my emotions were more stable, my OCD was just all over the place with Seroquel. And that way, so he makes the decision that we're going to try something new. So this is where the medication I take right now comes into place. So I currently take lamotrigine along with lithium. And that has been the best medication that I have ever been in. Of course, it has come with side effects. I've also made videos about that. But by name, those two combined have helped me tremendously. With my bipolar disorder, with my OCD, I don't know if they intend to with the OCD and everything, but for me, it's helped me. And it wasn't easy. Changing medications was not easy. I remember changing from Seroquel to lithium. I was vomiting and vomiting and vomiting. Like, it was just awful. Like, awful. Just having to go through that, especially switching medications, because I had to take Seroquel and then start cutting it in half and then take lithium at the same time with lamotrigine. A lot of different things that affected my stomach, affected like all kinds of things in my body. And that was very difficult for me. But ultimately, I was like, okay, this is for my well-being, especially since I started seeing that with lithium, I felt more normal. I felt more stable than with Seroquel. It was like I was reaching this new, I don't know how to describe that feeling, but it's like reaching a new level of well-being. And I felt so, calm. I wasn't crying during exams anymore. I wasn't having panic attacks because of a homework. I was just so much more calm. Now, what I got even better in the future when I stopped taking ADHD medications, but that's a whole different story. But in the moment, this lithium and the lamotrigine combination helped me a lot. Some of the side effects that I had, tremors. Sometimes I still get them, but I've lowered the dosage to where it doesn't affect me as much anymore. But my hand would definitely be shaking. Like, I couldn't be holding like a banana or anything because it would be hard for me to hold it. It was just shaking so much, and it felt weird. I felt weird sometimes. And then also my acne. It was so bad. My acne got really bad when I started taking lithium, and I didn't understand why at the age of 21, I believe it was 21 or 20, but I didn't get why I was having so much acne. I didn't get why suddenly that was happening, and so I started trying a bunch of different products to try to help me. It just made it worse. Until I finally went to a dermatologist. He helped me a lot, and then ultimately lowering the lithium with the help of the doctor helped reduce my acne. So there's definitely things that you go through taking these medications, but do I regret taking them? Of course not. Do I want to take them all my life? No. I'm hoping that things get developed in the future scientifically, so we don't have to take medications, or there's other ways to overcome, or whatever it is. But at the moment, that's the best thing. It lets me live a normal life. It lets me not have my ups and downs. Do I still have episodes? Not really, but I do have my ups and downs sometimes. Just like any human being, I might get triggered more easily than other people, but with this medication, I have been able to understand myself in a whole new level. I understand what's real and what's not when it comes to my thoughts and feelings. Like, when I'm thinking, I hate myself, all this stuff, I'm like, okay, that's my bipolar, or that's my OCD. I understand it, and being stable has allowed me to be more self-aware, and ultimately, make these videos. I started making these videos after I was on lithium, so I am definitely not recommending anything to anyone. I'm no doctor, but a lot of people have asked me, and I feel like it is important to know what kind of medication you're being prescribed. It's so important to do your research, to see if it's been successful for other people, to understand the side effects but not get obsessed over them. It's so easy to grab that whole pamphlet and open in all these side effects, like stroke, this, that, whatever. That's not a side effect. I don't know if it is, but I'm just saying as an example, all that kind of stuff. You get freaked out, which is normal, but you have to realize that they have to put those things in order to watch their backs, like those companies. And the more reliable thing that you can do to see if you're going to get those side effects is starting with a low dosage, which your doctor is going to obviously recommend. And not only that, but you tell your doctor, I have a family history of this and a family history of that, and obviously that doctor will be like, okay, maybe this medication is for you, maybe it's not for you, maybe you might suffer these things, so you need to do this, this, and that. So if you're going to a psychiatrist, go in there with your questions, go in there with your research. It'll make it so much easier for you to get the right medication, the right diagnosis, because you're going in there self-aware. So I wanted to share this. I'm open to answering any of your questions about it, my experience with it. It's definitely been a long journey. I was diagnosed when I was 17. I'm about to turn 23 soon. So it's been a while, but I think that lithium has definitely changed my life. I've been able to reach new heights, new goals in my life because I am more stable, because I am able to cope with things better, with stress better. Like I remember whenever I was just on Seroquel, even before Seroquel, of course, it's like I cared about every little thing. Like, I'm gonna fail this. If I fail this, my life is ruined. If I do this, my life is ruined. Like all this, it was like micromanaging my life. And after I started taking lithium, I was like, oh, I didn't do that. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So my whole thought system was changing, and it's so crazy to see like how like all these chemicals in our heads are, shape how we act. And if you're not on the right medication, or if you're not taking medication and you need it, that's impacting your life versus how it could be. So I think that's all I got for this video. I can't think of anything else that I would say about these medications. But again, like I said, it's my own experience. Everyone is different. There are so many different types of medication out there. If the one that you're taking is not working for you, talk to your doctor about changing it. Find the right doctor for you. That's so important to get the right diagnosis. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. And please like this video. Please comment, share it, and please subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which makes me so excited. And always remember that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and a bad day does not mean a bad life.